Hello guys, this is a basic video tutorial on how to get started in developing applications under the Android platform. So first and foremost, you have to understand where you're going to have to be developing these applications. So we have to use an integrated development environment. In this case, we're going to use the Eclipse, basically because it has a lot of good functions, but the most important is because it's open source and it's free. So what I'm gonna do is, on its own, it probably cannot, it can't, it won't allow specifically developing applications for the Android platform. So you're gonna need an ADT, or an Android development tools. So you're gonna have to download that. Here it is. Then you extract it. I already did that. So we just open it. See what it has. Here's the Eclipse. Double click that. Then it has the eclipse.exe executed. We'll just run that. I dragged it and I put it on my taskbar for convenience. So I'm just gonna click that. So you can also click that, or do exactly like I did, to convenience. So we're gonna just have to wait for a few minutes. Oh, there we are. If everything is going well, it will be written Android developer tools. That means everything's working fine. So our workspace, that means where we're gonna be, specifically where we're gonna have to be saving all our application information. So let's just call it a first app. Okay, fine. Just click OK. I'm gonna be doing this really quickly. It's the basics. I won't go into detail in a lot of things, but I'm gonna try and do coding for most of you to be able to start coding as soon as possible. So now, as you can see, it's loading the workbenches. It's loading everything else, the packages and stuff like that. So if it's your first time, you can just go through these things. It's important to build your first application, design, and test. But if you want to listen to this, I'm just going to probably go through all of these things. Just cancel that. Just come here. You can go here. This is many ways of killing a cat. Android application, or you can just come here. That Android application. It's the same thing. So the Android application name is what you're going to be seeing, the name that you're going to be seeing in the Google Play or in the device. So we can just call it first app. Yeah, let's just cancel that out, because that's the default Android package. So we want our own package. Then that's the minimum required SDK, software development kit. We have the Foyo. That's one of the earlier versions of the Android platform. Then we have then we compile it with the KitKat. That's fine. It's not really important. Go into detail later. Click next. Then here, it's where you're gonna be choosing a specific icon for your app. So this is where you're gonna, excuse me for that. That's where you're gonna be specifying whether or not you want it to look like this. So it's fine. Just go into depth later after we have icons. Just use a blank activity. Click next. Go. So this is the main activity, and we have the main activity underscore main. So this, like you already know, Android utilizes the Java code and XML for creating intuitive and beautiful user interfaces. So the main activity is the Java part of the code. The activity underscore main is the UI part of the code. Just click next. Click finish. Yeah. So that's it. We're gonna have to wait for it. So that's it. The application just opened. Let's just wait for it to start to load. My computer is a bit slow. Excuse me for that. Yeah, everything is going well. We're just gonna have to wait for all these things to be still loading the Android 4.4 data. So yeah, basically these are the folders that are there. I can't expand them. We just have to wait a few seconds longer. Right. Oh, okay, fine. I'll wait. Okay, everything's going well. Let's just do this. No, it's not important. It's not important. Okay, fine. Yeah, there we are. Then we have that. Then we have that. So this is the structure of an Android application. I'll go into detail in the next tutorial. It's really important that you guys understand what all these things are: the REST, the libraries, the assets, the version. We also have the generated Java files. These are the files that are automatically generated, and we have the source files, the main activity. So I want you guys to understand something. Have a look at this. Is it the values? Yeah, it's the values. We have the strings. Yeah, let's just open that. We're gonna need that. Then we have the layout there. Here for the layout, now we have this guy here. It's the layout. So we're just gonna go here, string. So let's just come here. I want to show you something. Hello world. When you go into the code, this is the XML code. So most of you guys wonder, because when you're trying to write over this, you have errors because you haven't specified this. As you can see, it's under the string folder. So that's what they did. They specified the string name here. So we can do that for our strings also. We're gonna have probably I have 2 strings. Oh, excuse me. Excuse for that. Right. Let's just do that. Right. String name. Right. And just call it num1. It's fine. It's fine. Let's call it number1. Number1. Just copy that. Just copy that for convenience and time's sake. I don't want to waste anybody's time. My own. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Num2. Okay, fine. So what we're gonna do is, as we change the variables for the labels, this will be auto-populated into the thing. Okay, let's just take out this guy here. We're not gonna use him. Hello world. Fine. Hopefully there. Right. Okay, we're getting errors. I understand why. Because it's the limit. We have him here. Let's just take him out. We're just gonna save that. No errors. Okay, fine. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go back to our graphical view. Seems like we have an error somewhere. Right. I used capital S. Sorry for that, guys. Make sure that you use small letter S. Then you save that. It's fine. Right. Then you just go back there. So you see your first step. That's the name that we specified. So there's nothing here. So what we're gonna do is the text view. We're gonna drag text views here. The text views is what you normally know as the labels in Java. So here they're called text views, and they're not known as. Let's just have. Let me just do something here. Right. So let's just drag the text views here, or your labels if you're dealing with Java. Just like drag them there. Alright, you can just change that. Excuse me for that. Okay, we just come here for our text fields. In Android we call them edit text. So you just come and put them here. Right, let's just do that. Didn't help anything. Right, it's okay. It's okay. So we can just change the variable name. You can do it here. So many ways we're doing it. The ID. And then we just call it ADD1. Then we call this guy ED2. You guessed it right. Yeah, I just want to create variable names, ID names. That will be easy for us to remember, because you don't want to forget, because when you get to the coding part it'll give you problems. Yeah, so that's what we have here. As you can already see here, the text views. We have our text views, and we have the edit text. Yeah, we have a problem here. Just come here. So who's the edit text one? Edit text one. So it seems like it didn't change. Right, it's fine. Just call it ed1. So ed1. Yes. Right. Please. So ed2 and ed1. So we get here. We just do that text. Here we go here. That's the name that we specify. See, now it's been auto-populated as num1. Just come here again. Text for the second one, num2. Okay. Second number. It's fine. So we can just grab another text field that's going to display data. You can just put it here. We can just call them display text. Oh, let me just show you another way of doing it other than going to the actual code. Just right click, just come here, edit, right? Then we can just call it displayer text. Then just okay. It's fine. Seems like something didn't change. Display text. Oh, then we just continue. I want to take out the text if you don't want it to be easily seen, so it's hidden. Just wanted you want to see it at runtime. So our button, you just change the ID. I like using btn. Okay, convenience. Then we can just change. Oh, okay. Oh no. The big mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna have to btn. Okay, let's just do that. Let's see if changed. Then we just come here. Okay, then we save that. So our user interface is ready. So what we do is we're gonna start the coding part. But before that, let me just show you a quick run through in our XML. So we'll be using the relative layout, which is the default layout. Yeah, I'm just gonna explain the Android layout with the match parent, wrap content, and the fill content. I'll get into depth on those a bit later in later tutorials. Relatively easy, but they need more time for you to grasp everything. So let's just go to our main activity. I'm not gonna need the strings anymore. It's fine. So when we get here, these are the things that we're gonna be using. We're gonna be importing these things here. What I like to do is just to import all the classes from that. I don't want to specify. Just waste a lot of time, unnecessary time, I think. So we can just do that. Widgets are all those things: your edit text, your text views, your scroll views, every single thing. Those are widgets. These are things that encourage functionality in your application. For example, when you have a button, you click it, it gives you a response. That's what I mean. So we can just move forward. As you can see, this is a public class main activity, which extends the activity or creating activity at the moment. So what we do here, we're gonna declare our variables. In this case, all your edit text and your text views and your buttons in Android are not called variables, they're called objects. So let's just declare our objects. We have the edit text, Just call them E1 and E2. It's fine. And we have our text view. Let's just call it this. Alright, no capital letters. Display as. Sorry guys. A bit tired. Then we have our button. We can just call him B1. Yeah, no need to create anything more. So what we get here, you can already see under the public void onCreate method. See here, the r.layout specifies that this is the main activity. So each and every single time when it's launched, that's the first UI that you'll see. So in other words, we're just gonna associate these objects here with our XML codes, the IDs. So we're gonna start off E1 is equals to yeah, let's just copy that. You understand why. Excuse me for that. There we are. We just change that to E2. We can change that to E1. No, let me not do that yet. It's called displayer. Displayer. Yeah. Then we have our B1 here. So what we're gonna do here, these are edit text. Edit text. Probably should have written it first. Then we find the view by the IDs of those views. Yeah, find view by ID. Then we get here, we say r.id.e1 and just go down here. Here it is, the ed1, excuse me. So we can just copy and paste that. Yeah, for convenience sake, just so we don't work hard. You know, programming isn't supposed to be as hard as people make it out to be. Okay, then we just change here the ed2. I guess you already understand why. So when you get here, it's interesting because when you get here, it's not an edit text. The B1 is a button. So we're going to specify button here. It's the same thing with here. We're just going to specify text view. Just going to take that guy out. We edit the view. So when we get here, the interesting thing, just going to say dot. So you guys have a look at what happens. Text view, display text. There we are. Then we just get here. Let's see dot. Then let's see button. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Everything has gone well. So we want all the actions to happen inside the button whenever you click a button, so that you get a result. So we're gonna create a listener, or in this case a on-click listener. So let's just create that. Then we set on-click listener. Then we say new, or create a new view. Dot on-click listener. Right. It's important that you guys remember these steps. Just come here, just fix that semicolon. It's fine. Right here we're having a lot of warnings, but that won't stop the program from running. When we get here, excuse me, a bit sick. Yeah. So when we get here, we're gonna this is where the functionality is gonna be. So what we're gonna do, so we can just have a little bit of computations. We can just say double A, and we just say double dot pass double. Then we just specify our E1 here. We're just gonna convert it into a double. Then we just get the text from the edit text. Then we convert it back to a string. That's how we want it to be displayed. Yep, everything is okay. Let's just do that. Just copy that for time convenience. Fine. Then we have your B. Here we just change it to E2. Right, everything is going well. So what we're gonna do here is maybe let's just create another variable for storing the computations of the results. Let's just call it a plus b, a plus b, a plus b. Just make it a little suspicious. So let me just put a comment here so you guys understand functionality, the code for the functionality. T goes here. Functionality. Yeah. Code for functionality goes here. So what we're gonna do is, because when it's like this, when you try and run the application, you won't see anything. So we're gonna try and set the text. So we're gonna use our displayer. I'm sure you've been wondering when we're gonna use it. Dot set text. We're gonna set text. We're gonna set the text that we got from these edit text here. So text. Right, it's fine. You can just put C. Let's just convert that demo.pass. Excuse me. Let me just put C there. Let me just have a look at that. This is a code that I wrote pre. Alright. Right, we're just converting it into a string. That's my bad. So for that, guys, dot toString. There we have it. Let's just take out that guy. Give us a lot of problems. Oh, and there we are. So that's what's gonna happen. So every time when you click and you enter your numbers, when you click OK, that label or the text view that we created, that's right now it's invisible, will display the number, the result. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do this, and let's just add a message just to make it more user friendly. The answer is we just add a plus and concatenated. Brilliant. So what we do is, when we want to run an Android application, you just scroll down here beneath your res, you'll find the Android manifesto XML. What I do is I just run as Android application, so you can just click that. Yes. So the important thing is excuse me again, that each and every single time when you run the application, you're gonna need an Android virtual device. This is a representation of a device of how the application is gonna run in a real-time device. So you need that as a simulator. In other words, you're gonna have to configure one for yourself. I already have one for convenience sake, and we're still waiting for mine. So you just come here. For you guys, we haven't. So when you get here, you probably won't have anything here. These are my devices, the Kahli device and the Try. So you just come here, new, then you specify your then you specify your AVD name. Any name is okay. Please use a meaningful name that you might understand. Okay, fine. Then you have a device here. You specify your device. Just have a look at that. You have your Galaxy Nexus, your what. That's fine. You have your target. That's the target. Then you have your CPU or ABI. So here you usually have two options. I think it's the Intel and the AMD. I'm not sure. I think so. Just specify any of them. You go. For some devices, they'll give you a problem with the RAM. They want a RAM that's less than, I think it's 1020. Just specify it to anything lower, 900, 800, 700. It's fine. It won't give you any problems. Then press OK. Then your AVD is okay. It starts launching in the background. It's fine. So yeah, let's just cancel that. Go back to let's just do that. Excuse me for that. This is mine. This is the serial number 5554. I'll get into depth on why it's a 5554 number. Why it's an even number, it's not important now. Then you have the name of the device, the Kahli device. Right, let's just wait a few minutes for it. Let's just go back to our code for you guys to understand again. This is the declaration of our objects, and here I like to do this so that I don't have to specify. Like if you had to specify, you probably say Android widget edit text, Android widget text view, Android widget button. It'll probably take you a lot of time, and you know, as a programmer, you just want to have save as much space and much memory as possible. So yeah, you don't have one code that's really long and hard to read. So yeah, that's where we are. Hopefully this is how it's going to display. Let's just have a look if it's finished. Still loading. So I think, yeah, so let me just explain something. It's not really important. I'll explain it more in depth. So here we find the view by ID. We're getting the ID for these edit text from the r.java. That's why we specified r.id. So that's stored here. Same thing for the buttons and for this text views. Yeah, it's really interesting, this end right there. It's pretty interesting. So that's my package. I'm sure you guys remember when I created it. So yeah, it's pretty slow for some reason. Let's just wait for it. Alright, it seems like it's ready. Let's just open it. As you can see, it looks like a phone. It's a virtual device. So I created, I think it's a bit small. Let's just go here, look for application. Basic app. First, is it the first app or the basic app? I cannot remember. So yeah, here it is. So you can just enter your number, and you just do that. Probably 2. Let's see. So there we are. The locket. Let's just, yeah, I'll specify what that is, but it's gonna be around maybe the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th video tutorial. Mostly theory. Nah. There we are. We can just test another one, another example, just for you critics. Yeah, let's just do that. Answer is going to be 6.0 basic maths. There we are. That's about that. So let's just go out. I have a few apps here. If you can see, we have the basic app, we have the calculator. That's the one, like the one we just created. Yeah, here it is. Result will appear here. Hopefully the next tutorial will create something like this. Oh yeah, so that's not really important right now. That's about that for now. And guys, could you please just like or subscribe to my channel, and we can just go on and learning this Android thing together. And I appreciate you for viewing and watching this thing. Thanks.